So another principle that can really help you and I as parents to regulate ourselves and in the process respond better to our children and be more calm and collected, and again as a result generate a better response from our children, is to understand, when we're thinking about empathy, to understand that this principle of different priorities. Have you ever wondered why your son just takes so long to get his clothes on in the morning, or why your daughter just won't eat her dinner and just is looking out the window and talking about everything out there outside, or is playing with their spoon? They just won't do what we've asked them to do, and it's taking forever to get anything done. It's because they've got different priorities to us. A kid's brain is different to us. Their whole world is completely different, and I'm starting to really appreciate this principle the more I think about it, because children act like children because they are children, and adults act like adults because they're adults. And in our adult world, we've got so much to get on with and so much to do that we forget what it's like to be a child and have all the imagination that's going on, and just the whole world is there for us to explore. And not just this world, but the world in our heads. There's so much to see, so much to do in those worlds, and children are so good at being in those worlds. And I think we kind of miss that as parents and forget the joy that comes from being in those worlds. And so we get so caught up in the process and the routine of the day that we just want to get our kids out the door or in bed, finish their dinner. And the more I think about this, the more I'm able to be more patient, I think, with my son in the morning with the morning routine, or as I mentioned, with dinner time, or whatever it is. If he's not doing what I'm asking him to do in the moment or when I want it, historically I'd be getting really frustrated and impatient with him. And he, the way that I respond in my impatience kind of gets his back up, and he's actually more resistant. And it's funny because the more I press him to do something, the less likely he is to do it, and certainly less likely to do it happily. But the more time I give him, space I give him, because I understand that he's got in his big world, the more he responds to me, and the better the connection is, the better the dialogue is between us. And so really understanding the fact that our children have different priorities helps us to regulate the way we respond to them and the way that we treat them, and in turn makes them more likely to do what we are asking them to do in the first place. But we've really got to appreciate that they're in their own world, and it's a great world. Maybe we should go there more often, go into our world and our heads a bit more often. Anyway, that's it for today. Priorities, different priorities between us and our kids. See you soon. Bye.